Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're passionate about real talk, investigative insights, and decoding the latest happenings in governance and public accountability, then you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a story that matters. Today's episode brings you an explosive update that's raising eyebrows and stirring debate in Uganda. The controversy surrounding the so-called penalty truck and the sudden blame shifting now spotlighting the Ministry of Works and Transport. This story has all the makings of political theater, bureaucratic buck-passing, and public outrage. What began as a curious policy tool, the penalty truck, has now turned into a national conversation about responsibility, governance, and political accountability. At the center of it all is Security Minister Jim Muhwezi, who is now deflecting heat and pointing fingers squarely at the Ministry of Transport. So what exactly is this penalty truck, and why has it become such a hot-button issue? In recent weeks, videos and reports began surfacing across social media showing trucks impounding and transporting civilians, mainly boda riders and taxi operators, accused of violating traffic rules, lacking permits, or breaching city ordinances. These vehicles, dubbed penalty trucks by the public, were seen as both punitive and controversial, sparking fears of a return to arbitrary crackdowns and security-led enforcement in civil matters. Critics were quick to question their legality, the process behind their deployment, and more importantly, who gave the order. For a while, the blame appeared to rest on the security establishment, with many assuming that the Ministry of Internal Affairs and other security agencies, including Minister Muhwezi's portfolio, were behind the operation. But in a sudden twist, Muhwezi has publicly denied any direct involvement and redirected the spotlight to the Ministry of Works and Transport, claiming that they are the ones overseeing urban transport management and should therefore be held accountable for the truck's actions. This move has opened a Pandora's box of political tension and institutional confusion. Is the Ministry of Transport really behind this initiative? Were legal frameworks followed? And more importantly, how can a tool that affects so many lives operate without clear accountability? The Ugandan public deserves more than finger-pointing. They deserve clarity and truth. Muhwezi's deflection has raised serious concerns about coordination within government. If one of the country's top security figures is unaware or uninvolved in such a public-facing enforcement operation, what does that say about communication and transparency in national governance? Is this simply a case of passing the buck to avoid scrutiny, or does it reveal deeper systemic dysfunction? The Ministry of Works and Transport has so far offered only cautious responses, emphasizing their broader role in urban mobility and regulation, but distancing themselves from the direct enforcement actions seen with the penalty trucks. That leaves a gap, a vacuum of responsibility that no one seems ready to fill. And in that vacuum, citizens are left vulnerable. Boda operators, who already feel criminalized and economically squeezed, have become the poster children of this confusion. For them, the penalty truck is not just a vehicle, it's a symbol of institutional failure. Many say they weren't given fair hearing, legal process, or even basic respect. Instead, they were rounded up, fined heavily, and in some cases, subjected to degrading treatment. Without a clear legal mandate or transparent guidelines, this kind of enforcement raises serious constitutional questions. Some lawmakers are now calling for an immediate investigation into the deployment of these trucks, demanding to know who approved the funds, who issued the directives, and how these operations are being monitored. Civil society organizations have also joined the call, warning that this kind of unchecked enforcement could be a dangerous precedent. As public frustration mounts, the pressure is now on President Museveni's administration to clarify the matter and provide answers. Will the government continue to play political ping-pong with the truth, or will someone finally step up and own the responsibility? This is more than a bureaucratic mix-up. It's a test of leadership, a challenge of governance, and a wake-up call to every Ugandan citizen. When the instruments of enforcement lack accountability, the rule of law itself is at risk. The penalty truck may have hit a bump, but the road to justice and transparency is long, and the people are watching closely. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this report eye-opening and believe in holding power to account, make sure you subscribe, drop your thoughts in the comments, and share this video with others who care about truth, rights, and governance. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay informed, and never stop asking the tough questions.